YouTube, let me adjust my camera. Hey YouTube, Key there. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about direct injection cars. I don't know if you guys are like so familiar with them yet. They're kind of the wave of the future, I guess. There's a major problem with them. They promote like good fuel mileage, good horsepower, and they do that for a short period of time. Now, these DEI cars, basically what they are, the fuel injector is inside of the combustion chamber, almost like, like a spark plug. It's the same situation. So now, the fuel injector isn't in the intake manifold anymore. It's now directly inside of the combustion chamber. What happens is there is no more fuel running through intake, which it could be a good or a bad thing, which normally it's a bad thing. But most of these cars, what happens, not really most, all of them, now you have no fuel to clean your intake valves. And what's been going on with a lot of Volkswagens, a lot of Audis, I did a Mercedes the other day, DEI, and I don't know, I'm new to this YouTube thing, so I know a lot of you might not know me yet, but I'm a master Mercedes technician, by trade. I got out of, like the dealer type stuff before this, a real, direct injection really started. Anyway, so I do know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's so bad. And now Volkswagens are 50,000 miles. You have to do this, and I didn't get into what you have to do yet, but they're like 40, 50,000 miles. Volkswagens have to do this. Audis are 50, 60,000. Mercedes are really good about pushing it to about 80,000. But what happens is the carbon builds up on the intake valve so bad when the engine's cold and the carbon is cold. It's almost, I don't want to say like jello, but it's a really thick texture. It's almost like mixing coffee and chocolate milk, and I'm putting a little bit of Gorilla Glue in there and mixing around. Like it's a terrible texture. And what happens when it's cold, it will be in that texture, and the intake valves will actually hang up and stay open and cause a cold start misfire. It's really hard to diagnose if you don't work in these cars every day. It's a really hard thing to diagnose because everybody wants to say, oh, spark plugs, coils, typical YouTube bullshit deal. But it's not. Nobody ever says, oh, well, it's probably carbon built up around your intake valves. That's really what the situation is now. And people always say that technology, is the future, and they brag about the fuel economy and everything, and it's really not it. These are the intake valves of a Volkswagen Tiguan. See all that carbon in there? Now they're direct injected. Let's build up in low RPM misfires. This is why I don't say buy anything direct injected. Never do that. Honestly, I had to adjust my camera a little bit. I couldn't find the previous video I made, so I decided to make another one. But never do it. I did those valves today. They were so gummed up before, and now the video right after this one is going to be how they turned out. And super nice, clean. There's nothing to hang up, but just the gummy gel needs to go. Don't go with a direct injector car at all. Please don't. Just save yourself. I mean, whatever you're into, you can buy some designer sunglasses, maybe some parts for your quad, or maybe a new quad or a new car, or whatever anybody's into. But just don't buy a DEI car, because you're going to be so far south in the bank. You think you have a new car and you might as well just throw an old pickup truck. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the rest of my video. There's really no description, but you'll see how clean it came out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! And then, here are the valves now, all clean.